All right, guys, I know you heard me say this before and about tracking and measuring and analyzing your reports. So we're gonna get a little deeper into that. So now let's talk about how to go ahead and do it. So the proper way of doing it is what's called creating KPIs. Now, what is KPIs? Key Performance Indicators. So a KPI for your marketing efforts could be the number of visits that are going to your website, right? That could be a KPI. So let's assume you're gonna do a pay-per-click and you put an ad on Google, or you put an ad on Instagram or on Facebook or on YouTube. Now, when somebody sees the ad, they're gonna click the ad. That could be the first KPI that you wanna see. How many people click that ad? From there, let's assume the person goes to your landing page. From there, how many people actually went to the form and filled up the form? That could be another KPI. So what you're doing is you're tracking the steps, the process that somebody will take from the point that they see the ad to the point that they submit their information to you. So those are the KPIs that you want to track. So in your efforts of doing this, you want to track, like maybe you put 2 different ads at the same time or 3 different ads at the same time. So you want to track which one, how many views each ad had, for example, right? And out of the views that each of them had, how many actually clicked on those ads? And then by getting this data, getting this information, you're gonna be able to identify which ad did better. So like that, when you get in the results, you're gonna be able to go ahead and create more ads like that. So let's say, for example, you are a tile contractor, right? And you get behind the camera and you say, hey guys, welcome. I am Joe from Tile Company, and I wanna go ahead and give you a free estimate for your tile work. Give me a call, click below. And then maybe out of that ad, you get 10 clicks. Now, let's say you create another ad and you say, hey guys, here are the 5 steps on how to install your tile. And then you give value information and then you give the call to action. So those are 2 different ads. One ad, one of the messages was more about you and your services. The other message was more about you providing information to them. 9 out of 10 times, you giving information, valuable information to your audience is gonna get a better result. So try that. So those are the KPIs that you wanna track, right? To make sure that every time to see the pipeline of what's happening from the time that they click the ad or the time that they go to your website and what happened. Now, you're gonna use analytic tools to grab all this information, by the way. You don't have to do it yourself. There's tools that you're gonna use that gives you the reports. Like I mentioned before, Google has, Meta Ads has a tracking analytics that's gonna give you all this information in real time so you could actually identify what's working and what's not. Now, if you're starting your marketing for the first time, or at least putting your foot out there, you could try to do this stuff yourself, but eventually you're gonna need to hire somebody that really knows the information, right? Because when you're doing this whole marketing properly, your return on investment is much higher. And you're saving a lot of time and a lot of money by doing things right from the beginning. Because imagine what 10, 20, 15 new projects will do to your business. So this is why this is so important, but also having the right person to do it is even important than that. So, and the last thing, after you getting your data, you want to obviously make improvements. Everything in business has to do with you making improvements by collecting the data, collecting information, and then you want to adjust so that you can continue your growth. All right? I'll see you soon. By the way, we're helping hundreds of contractors grow their business. Whether it's marketing, sales, operations, we got you. If you need any help or information, text us at 786-949-3719. Talk to you soon.